G'day lawners, it's Matt Dawn from Lawnporn. Get your lawn on. Today's video we're going to have a bit of a lawn update, see where I'm at, and just show you some of the things that I do to my lawn and talk about the program. We're week 3. It is now 4 seasons. This is what you've got to put down. I did mine last week, but we'll talk about that. Let's get your lawn on. Basically an update on my lawn, 6 days results since I did that little bit of a tease up with the Allett scarifier and a slightly lower line mill. Exposed a bit of the crown and got rid of some of the thatch and exposed some of the thatchy bits. Okay, so it's certainly improved quite a lot. To be fair, the 6 days ago, it was teased up with the scarifier. Okay, look, the 17th of April through to the 23rd of April, not really a growing season type situation, but look, no problems. There's enough energy in the ground and enough growth to see that repair. But of course, the 4 seasons, putting it down is really going to generate some vigorous growth and some excellent colour. And that's why I've got it in the program now, is that you'll get some benefits out of it because there is still a little bit of growth happening. And it'll be sitting around waiting for when the plant needs it, little bit by little bit as it starts going into dormancy. It's sort of like the backbone of all the foliar fertilisers, so that's why it pops up every so often, and it won't be using up the fertiliser so fast. There's not so much heat. It also probably depends a little bit on how much rain you get. If you get a lot of rain and it washes away, it's not going to last, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to show you all the things that I usually do, and this is like my little routine of how I do my yard, and I've showed it to you a few times. Just real emphasis on the mowing. You don't need to overdo mowing. You don't need to overdo the frequency, and you don't need to overdo how hard you hit the lawn. Even though this week, like today's not representative of this week, that's for sure, because it's been cloudy and rainy and quite low in temperature, but today is about 25 and nice and sunny. Thankful for that. But it hasn't been like that all week. But look, I'm still getting good growth here. You can see the grey underneath here a little bit, but the green is slowly taking over. Yeah, overall, it's looking great. I've already done my 4 seasons last week, so that's this week's application, 4 seasons. You know, I didn't know if I was going to be here this weekend, so that's why I got it all done in one shot. I did, the week 2, week 3 applications together, so a couple of days apart, not a week apart, and that's fine. But anyway, I'm going to get straight into sort of like what I'm doing. I've got this thing, and I think you've seen it on the channel a few times. It's a Billy Goat vacuum. Really nice machine, and how I came to got this was I actually went to pick up my mower from Delmac for a service, and I saw this sitting there and I just went, what's that? I said it's a vacuum, and I basically got it because the Billy Goat aerator that I got from Briggs & Stratton, who distribute that, just fantastic. And I just thought, you know what, this looks all right. I have this real problem here with all these leaves every day coming down, and I get the gum nuts and whatnot. Just basically, it's terrible for the cylinder mower. What are we now, the 23rd of April? Look, I'm now mowing once a week. It doesn't need any more than that really, and it's slowed right up, but as you can see by the repair I got the front yard here, it's growing quite nicely. All right, to get this one started, just pull it out a little bit, prime it, pull the cord, might take a couple of goes. Let it warm up a bit and away I go. And that does a really good job quite quickly. Okay, next thing, although they're pretty good, I'm going to do them anyway. I'm going to do the edges. I'll start with the solid edger. Solid edger from Ego. All right, solid edge done. Now to my new favourite thing, the rotary scissors. I'll leave a link in the up above for the whole review of it. But just loving this thing. All I need to do. All right, let's get to the mow. Now, if you remember 6 days ago, I did a 9mm mow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the height up. So I want to go to 10 mils. Now that's going to mean that I'm basically doing what's called a charity mow. I'm hardly mowing anything at all. But you take the locking nut off and then go up a little bit. If we have a look around here, this side, I'm going to go down a bit. There's an indicator here. It's just on 10 mils, just under it, so I might go a little bit more. How are we looking? That's bang on 10. This mow is going to be just a super light touch. The idea is not to get too much in the catcher. It is basically any deep aggressive mowing that you do now isn't going to repair quickly. So yeah, even though like the fertilizer and all that's still working, it's still growing and everything like that, there's no point hitting it hard now. You like do less is more, so to speak. So yeah, all right.
This is the MowMaster R22G, and I just want you to concentrate on that area that I haven't mowed yet. You can notice that it doesn't really come out in definition, but when I do go over it, it comes out a lot better. So just again, this is before, and this is after. You can really notice the improved definition that you get with the cut. When you have lawn that's in fantastic condition and you're doing a nice light cut, this is the real joy of the cylinder mower. There's nothing like the cut of a cylinder mower, and the definition that you get with the stripes that you're no doubt looking at now really defines a manicured lawn, and it's something to be very proud of.
So not bad. A bit more than what I thought, but still pretty low. You can still see the bottom there. And look at that, it's lovely, isn't it, baby? Yeah, it's still a little bit patchy here. Still needs to fill in a bit here, but it's all going in the right direction. Mind you, this is only 6 days after our bit of a fluff up and a slightly lower cut. So where do we go from here? Like I said, less is more. We'll be mowing this once a week. Next time I mow, I'll be doing 11 mil rather than 10 mil. So we just want a little bit of a gradual increase in height. Now I'm ahead of my program. Today I'm not going to do anything with the lawn. I'm really happy with the colour. I'm really happy with the health, the look of it and everything else. I could, if I was, you know, super keen, put down some charger maybe to get that little bit of leaf growth happening, but look, it's just tickety-boo. I'm a pretty busy person of late, so you know, I haven't got all the time to muck around with the lawn and everything else, so you know, I don't need to cause me extra mowing using chargers. So this is swimming along fine. You know, the 4 seasons have only been down for 6 days, so give that a chance to breathe. Don't rush other applications is what I reckon. Well, if you're liking what you're seeing, be sure to like this and make a comment if you've got a question or something like that, and subscribe to my channel because there's lots more coming. And next week, won't be next week's video, but it'll be a video soon after that. I'm getting the only Allett sterling that's in Australia at the moment to review and have a look at. I'll definitely be sharing that with you guys on the channel. I'll give you lots of notification of when that video is going to drop. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much, ADE Turf. They're going to be sending me the only Allett sterling that's in Australia at the moment. So they're getting those in. You can actually start ordering those through adeturf.com.au. But that'll be a video in a couple of weeks' time. I've got effectively the mower for a couple of weeks to muck around with. So that's why I'm really preparing this turf nice for that video. And yeah, it's all good. Cheers.